Hey, good morning, guys. This is your coach Bill. Outside this morning, beautiful morning, out poolside here, enjoying the kind of the tail end of summer here. The water's a little cold, but hoping for a heat wave this week to warm it up a little bit and enjoy it a couple more weeks before all these leaves and obviously all the trees behind me start dumping their leaves in my pool and it's time to close. But anyway, I was thinking a lot about, in fact, the other night we had a training with Jeff Pearson and our coaches, and I kind of spoke a little bit about consistency, and I just want to put that on film here because consistency, I think, is for this one of the most important aspects of your business to do. You have to be consistent with everything if you want to go all in with this and make it succeed. Jamie and I, my wife, are very consistent with what we do on a daily basis with this business because we really want it to work, and it has been working over the last 2.5, almost 3 years. So, it's a little background here. Started this in August or October of 2012. My wife Jamie signed me up as a coach and pretty much told me the next day that you're a coach. And I'm like, what did you do? So what do I do immediately? I go on Google and I Google search Beachbody scam. So, and I did that for like 2 hours and I really couldn't find anything negative. It looked great and I was like, okay, I'm in. So where do we start? So she had started me with a Body Beast challenge pack. So I got started with that and I was extremely consistent with my workouts. Every single day I did my workouts, talked about it, which helped me, stay accountable. But for 90 days I beasted up and, followed the nutrition plan, and it changed my life. That program was awesome. And Beachbody rewarded me with $500 for the Beachbody Daily Prize that I won. So right there, consistency. Stayed consistent with my workouts, and it paid off. That was just the start of it. That was the beginning. And so we started a challenge group. Right when we started, we had like 6 of us in there. So I asked tons of questions from our upline Kirsten. She helped. I was constantly asking her questions. You can talk to her about that, and it was nonstop. But I was consistent with my questions. When I had a question and I couldn't find it, I asked her, and she told me, "You got to do that. That's huge in this because you can't learn just without asking questions. I mean, there's only so far, Google can take you. There's people that have done this. Don't try and reinvent the wheel. Ask and ask for help." So I did that. And so asking lots of questions really, really helped. So we had this challenge group that started. And what we did was we ran this challenge group. And each day we would post a workout of the day and people would comment under it. So every single day I would go in there and post my workout. Now there was times where, Jamie and I were the only ones posting, and, that was fine. We just kept doing it anyway. There was thoughts in the back of our head like, oh my God, nobody's even watching this or even caring. But then people started to post, and every single day I would read their post and either comment on it or like it. I still to this day, and we have sometimes 50 people commenting. I read every single post in that challenge group WOD every day. Either the day of or the next day, because a lot of people sometimes post late at night. But I read them all and I like them and or comment to help, because you need to be there for your people that are working out to keep them accountable as well. So so back to asking questions. I would ask tons of questions to Kirsten. She'd help me out tons. She introduced us to Jeff Armbruster, and he's our way upline coach, and he's been fantastic. I met with him and I asked him basically, what do we need to do to make this work? And he said, you have to be consistently hitting Success Club. It's a non-negotiable. So Jamie has hit it 31 months in a row and I'm at 29. So we've done that. And he said, if you do that, your business will grow. And it has. You must do personal development. I got into personal development, started listening. I'm big on listening. I'm trying to read more, but I listen every day to personal development. It has changed my life. I can't tell you how many ways it has changed my life. Consistent with personal development. Get on all the team calls. In the beginning, it was a Fit Union call. Got on that call. I have not missed a single call. I think a live call I may have missed a handful of times over the last 3 years, but I've always listened to the replay, and I go back and listen because that stuff is it's free personal development and information for how to build a huge business from your upline who have done it. So I do that, you know, each and every week. He said, Jeff also talked about videos. The further along we got into coaching, to make videos to help your people. I make videos. I'm doing one right now. I'm consistent with that. I would not have been doing this 2.5 years ago. There's no way I would get on film. I could barely talk to people in person 2.5 years ago. But consistency with jumping on videos and just talking, you know, doing this, you know, just going with the flow. And it's consistent with the videos has really helped me grow as a person, and has helped my coaches as well, because I'm doing training videos, I'm doing personal development videos kind of like this, to help them. And it comes back and helps you, because you're training your coaches to basically duplicate what you've done. And I'm trying to duplicate what Jeff has done, and Jason, and all of our great leaders in Fit Union and above. So videos is huge. So what else here? Each day, every morning, I go into the back office and I check my numbers. I check Coach's Success Club. In the beginning, you know, I didn't understand what all that was, so I went in there and I just went through the entire back office, learning what we have in there. There's so much information back there, and there's no better way to learn than to consistently go in there daily, if sometimes 2-3 times a day, and picking a category and just learning about it, seeing what it is, check it out. If you have a question, ask your upline. But that's super important to do. So, and again, going back to the videos and learning, the more you learn, the more you can help your coaches and your downline. You know, help your downline too, or if they're not even in your downline, help them anyway. Jeff got the CEO of the Year award, the One Summit, I guess 2013, I believe. And it was because of what he does. He helps people. He didn't have to take time out of his day to meet with Jamie and I, and I'm glad he did, because now we're like great friends, and he's helped us tremendously in this. So I'm trying to pay that forward and help everyone as best I can, including this video and whoever may see it, and my coaches and my downline. So paying it forward and being consistent with that is huge in this business as well. So setting goals. So you got to set goals. Whether you put it on a sticky note each day, your daily goals, whether you have a dream board like I do, and I have this big board in my basement where I work out, so I see it every day, and I have monthly goals that I write in there for the business, for personal stuff, for fitness. I have yearly goals too, and you know, future, you know, big goals, where I want to be in 5 years or whatever. But I write this stuff down and I see it every day. I go on my board and I see that I have 4 Success Club points right now, and it's the end of the month, and I need to get 2 more at least. And you know, I see that, so it keeps me accountable, and I never miss it that way. So goal boards are huge. For example, in January, Team Boom Dynasty, that's our team, we had 79 coaches in our downline. And I looked at that and I said, all right, we need to set a goal for this year. And I said, by December 31st, we will have 250 coaches or more. Here it is, August. We have 173. We're right on track. We will hit that goal. I guarantee it. Writing it down is huge. Seeing it every day makes you push harder. So again, 79 coaches to 173. I'm just ecstatic about that. But I wrote it down and I look at it, and it helps me push, and it helps me inspire, you know, our coaches to do the same. And it's growing. So you know, 250 coaches by December, and I'm going to set another goal. I want 1,000 by next December. So you know, you just got to dream big and go after it. And action, you got to take action. Action cures fear. So I mean, some of these goals are scary, but the only way you're going to get it done is with action and consistency. Again, come back to consistency. Consistently write your goals down, and it'll happen. It's incredible how it works. So consistency has been huge for Jamie and I. You know, we work the business together. I do a lot of the training for coaches, and she does a lot of the inviting. She's phenomenal at it. Again, you know, she does everything. We both do the same kind of daily routine, but she is fantastic at inviting. She never skips a day of inviting. She's constantly reaching out to people. So consistency with that is huge. So so I'm really, really happy that we stayed consistent with this. There was times we were frustrated, you know, there's times when, in the beginning, you're talking about all this, you're inviting, you're telling people about it, and they go, and they join, they get it from Amazon or they get it from eBay, and it's like, but you can't harp on that. It's gonna happen. It happens to us all the time. There's frustrating moments in this business where you're just inviting people and they're not listening. You think they're not listening. I have a couple buddies who I invited maybe, I don't know, 10 times over and over. I stayed following up, and then I kind of slowed my follow-ups down and gave them time, and like a year and a half later, like 3 of them signed on the same day. So you just stay consistent with people, with your follow-ups and chatting with them. People are watching you. With your posts on Facebook, they're watching you. You're inspiring them, even though you may think, like in your challenge groups, if you're posting and there's days where it's very light, people aren't, and you're thinking, oh my God, nobody's even watching me anymore. Well, they are. They're watching you, and you have to stay consistent with it. It just comes back to consistency. So really happy Jamie and I stay consistent with this. We've been, I think, very successful with our business over the last 2.5 years. Jamie's a 1-star diamond, I'm a diamond. We've really concentrated on building each business center together as a team, and it's worked out very well. Both of our business centers kind of bring in very similar incomes, so it's working out well. If you didn't sign your husband or your significant other or a family member, do it now. Get them in there. Get them in that high up in your upline there. So. Or in your downline in your business center, because I'm glad she signed me up, because now I have this big business center under hers, and we kind of both work off each other. So after the last 2.5 years being consistent, I have a job in IT. I've been in the corporate world for 16 years, and over the last 2.5 years, we have actually just surpassed the income of that job that it took me 16 years to build up to. And that's just crazy. 2.5 years of being passionate for something. And with my day job, I've been fortunate. I enjoyed it. It was great. I'm glad we were consistent over the last 2.5 years, because just last week I lost that job. The corporate world can tell you when and where they want you to go, and they kicked me out the door after 16 years. I am so thankful that we stayed consistent with this business, because had we not, I'd be really panicking right now. But since we didn't, I'm not panicking right now. I know we can build this. We can double this by next year. There's no doubt in my mind. So this coming Tuesday is my last day at that job that I've been going to for 16 years. And staying consistent with Beachbody has made this a much easier challenge in our life. With everything that's been going on, with health issues and stuff that we've been going through, it's been tough. And then to lay that on top of us at the same time, so thankful for this business, and I know we're gonna just build this into something really big. So stay consistent, y'all. I can't say it enough. I probably said it 50 times in this 13-minute video here, 14 minutes. So stay consistent, and have an awesome day and awesome week. See you guys.